Peace, peace. Okay, now, this is part 2 to the Black Man and Black Woman is God. I'm giving a special shout out to my man, Chris Nicotine, Chris Nugget Serpentine. Check this out. They say pictures is worth 1,000 words. Pictures worth 1,000 words, right? Okay? Check this out. To prove to you that the black man and black woman is God. Check this out. So, listen to this. Elijah Muhammad says, you are walking around looking for a God to bow to and worship. You are the God. Let's put Elijah Muhammad's words into proper perspective. Okay? Check this out. Check this out. Why is the Pope bowing down and kissing a black man's feet? Why is the Pope bowing down and kissing and worshiping the black man's feet? Why? You have in Egypt, in Abydos. This is an Abydos on the walls showing flight depictions. Flight. Okay? Now, check this out. So you got here, the Pope is bound down and worshiping a black man and black woman. And secret. Look at this. The Pope is worshiping a black man and black woman. We are God. They're bound down and worshiping us. Now, to show you that the black woman is God, have you ever heard of a woman called Henrietta Lacks? This is Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks was born in 1920, was an African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cellular line, the first immortalized cell line and one of the most important cell lines in medical research. We are immortal. This black woman, Henrietta Lacks, her cells are immortal. Cancer cells. She's the first African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa. HeLa is an immortal cell line used in scientific research. It is the oldest and most commonly used human cell line. The line was derived from cervical cancer cells taken on February 8, 1951. Henrietta Lacks, a patient who died of cancer on October 4, 1951. Let's answer that. An immortalized cell line reproduces indefinitely under specific conditions, and the HeLa cell line continues to be a source of invaluable medical data to the present day. Lacks was the unwitting source of these cells from a tumor biopsied during treatment for cervical cancer at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland, U.S. in 1951. These cells were then cultured by George Otto Gray, who created the new cell line as HeLa, which is still used for medical research. As when the practice, no consent was obtained to culture her cells, nor were she or her family compensated for their extraction or use. You see that? You see that? You black woman, you God. You hold the key of life. Even though some of the information about origins of Hella's immortalized cell lines was known to researchers after 1970, the Lacks family was not made aware of the line's existence until 1975. With the knowledge of the cell line's genetic provenance becoming public, its use for medical research and for commercial purposes continues to raise the concerns about privacy and patients' rights. We hold the key of life. We're it. We're it. Look up this woman's life. Henrietta Lacks. A black woman. A nigger. Henrietta Lacks. Occupation, tobacco farmer. Tobacco farmer. Okay? Tobacco goes back to slavery. It goes back to slavery. This ain't no damn joke. Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks, 1945-1951. This black woman. Henrietta Lacks was an African-American Negro woman whose cancer cells are the source of the Hella cell line, the first immortalized cell line. Why do you think they put us under the microscope? Because we are God. We're God. We have no beginning or ending. We have no beginning or ending. This is documented history. How are you going to deny this? How are you going to deny this, black woman? This is proof. This is proof for your ass. The first immortalized cell line. An immortalized cell line is a population of cells from a multicellular organism which would normally not proliferate indefinitely but due to mutation have invaded normal cellular senses and instead can keep undergoing divisions. Immortal cell lines are a very important tool for research in the biochemistry and cell biology of multicellular organisms. Immortalized cell lines have also found uses in biotechnology. Hella cells, an example of an immortalized cell line. DNA stained with whatever this stuff is. Anatomical terminology. This is anatomy, the biology, human biology. Anatomy terminology is a form of scientific terminology used by anatomists. It says it's dealing with the human biology, human genes, human DNA. How are you going to deny this? How are you going to deny this? Anatomy, anatomical terminology, bone, muscle, neuroanatomy, male and female, woman, man and woman, black woman. The black man and black woman is God. We're God. God and goddesses. This is proof for you that the Pope is bound down to the black man and black woman as God. Right here, in this picture, he's kissing the feet of a black man. He's bound down. What did Elijah Muhammad say? You are walking around looking for a God to bow to and worship. You are the God. We are God. They're bound down to black men and black women. In secret. In secret. Look, he's in secret doing this, man. So this is considered idolatry. He's bound down and worshiping the image of black men and black women. Look at the Russian icons. Look at this. Black folks, they worship us in secret, man. How are you going to deny this? How are you going to deny this? Henrietta Lacks, this sister, they stripped her apart. Didn't tell her family a damn thing about what they did to her. And they have found a way to, they have the cure for cancer. We're it. When they say they cannot cure cancer, they're a damn lie. They're lying to you. They pimping your ass. Henrietta Lacks was an African-American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line, the first immortal cell line, and one of the most important cell lines in medical research. An immortalized cell line reproduces indefinitely under specific conditions. And the HeLa cell line continues to be a source of invaluable medical data to the present day. Lacks was the unwitting source of these cells from a tumor during treatment for cervical cancer. As was then the practice, no consent was obtained to culture her cells, nor were she or her family compensated. Compensated means money. They were not paid for their extractions or use. They didn't pay this woman. She didn't get paid. Cervical cancer is a cancer arising from cervix. It is due to abnormal growths of cells that have the ability to invade or spread to other parts of the body. Earlier on, typically no symptoms are seen. Later symptoms may include abnormal vaginal bleeding, pelvic pain, or during sexual intercourse. We are the source. We are the key of life. They need our blood. Why do you think they have Blade? We are the day walkers. We are the day walkers, man. We're God. Blade, the day walker. Blade. Abilities, martial arts, superhuman strength, speed, stamina, enhanced senses, accelerated healing factor, immunity to the bites of vampires, and immunity to vampire hypnosis, slowed aging, ability to sense supernatural creatures, things of that nature. They know what it is, man. They know what it is. How you gonna deny this? They worship you, black man and black woman. You're the key to life. The Pope worships you. The Pope worships you in secret. The Jewish people dress in all black because they don't have any melanin. They lack melanin. They want to be black. They don't get it. How you going to deny this? The Masons tell you Osiris is the black god. Osiris, Asar, Haru, black man and black woman. You want to get into the anatomy of it? Talking about these four are also representing fire is hydrogen, earth is carbon, air is nitrogen, and water is oxygen. Were termed the four sons of God by the Egyptians. How can you deny this information? How? Black God surrounded by aura of light. How you going to deny this? The black man has touched down. The black Adam, or Adam, created or evolved on the sixth day, is God in his most complete and evolved form. He started as an atom and grew to be atom. Mr. Muhammad teaches the figures 1 and 6 are the most outstanding figures that we have. 1 represents the God that created the heavens and the earth, and the other one represents the same 6. Why is that? He didn't stop growing. He grew into the scientific knowledge of 6, and when he got into the 6th, he still had us puzzled. I'm showing and proving to you that we are God. We're God. We are God. They talk about the God particle. The God particle. The Jews refer to this central point as a luminous point, or the Keter. Huh? Answer this. How are you going to deny this information? You can't slip nothing past me. I am God. It's proven through science. You love science so much. You love science so damn much. So guess what science is telling your ass? Science is telling your ass that all the planets, stars, all that stuff are black deities. All of it. Niggas. Niggas. Get this book. The Book of God, an encyclopedia of proof that the black man and woman is God. This is proof. They say pictures are worth 1,000 words, but guess what? This is worth 1,000,000 words, whatever you want to call it. Blade. Blade versus Frost. Black versus white. Good versus evil. He's the day walker. We're the day walkers. Look at the white man. He cannot be in the sun. What's going to burn his ass up? Frost told Blade, you got the best of both worlds. You have the best of both worlds. We are the best of both worlds. Wake up. Wake the hell up. You are God walking in flesh, man. You have no beginning or ending. You have no beginning or ending. Just proving it. Just proving it. They worship you in secret. Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks was the first Henrietta Lacks was an African American woman whose cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line. What is HeLa? HeLa is an immortal cell line used in scientific research. The line was derived from cervical cancer cells taken on February 8, 1951. From Henrietta Lacks, a patient who died of cancer on October 4th, 1951. Wake up. You're it. Wake the hell up. This is science talking this stuff, man. This is science. first human cells to grow in a laboratory that were naturally immortal, meaning it can't die. The stable growth of HeLa enabled a researcher at the University of Minnesota Hospital to successfully grow polio virus, enabling the development of a vaccine. Listen to what they did. Listen to what else they did. In 1953, HeLa cells were the first human cells successfully cloned. They cloning people, man. They using our DNA to clone people. Look at this shit. And demand for the HeLa cells, it says in 1953, HeLa cells were the first human cells successfully cloned. And demand for the HeLa cells quickly grew in the nascent biomedical industry. Since the cell's first mass replications, they have been used by scientists in various types of investigations, including disease research, gene mapping, genetics, effects of toxic substances on organisms, and radiation on humans. What is radiation? Suns, UV light, UV. Man, you niggas are dumb. Okay, don't believe me. You gotta believe me. HeLa cells, like other cell lines, are termed immortal, and that they can divide an unlimited number of times in a laboratory cell culture plate as long as fundamental cell survival conditions are met, being maintained and sustained in a suitable environment. You see that? It's us. HeLa cells were used by Jonas Salk to test the first polio vaccine in 1950. They were observed to be easily affected by polioitis, causing infected cells to die. This made HeLa cells highly desirable for polio vaccine testing, since results could be easily obtained. This don't make no damn sense. This don't make no goddamn sense. This don't make no damn sense, man. This is fucking ridiculous. This should piss you off. They done stripped this woman's DNA. And they making money off your ass. They pimping your ass. They tell you they ain't got the cure for cancer. They're a goddamn lie. They a lie. These motherfuckers is pimping your ass. They lying to you. They got the cure to cancer, but they want to give it to you. They put your ass under chemo radiation. They speed the process of your ass dying, but they got the cure to cancer because the cure is in us. They pimping your ass. They got the cure to cancer. It's in black folks. The first immortalized cell line. What does immortal mean? Immortal means your ass is not supposed to die. What is immortality? Immortality is external life, being exempt from death. Certain scientists, futurists, and philosophers have theorized about the immortality of the human body, with some suggesting that human immortality may be achieved in the first few decades of the 21st century. Other advocates believe that life extension is a more achievable goal in the short term, with immortality awaiting further research breakthroughs. They got it. They have it. They have the cure for cancer. It comes through us. Immortal. They're stripping our asses down. They're stripping you black Negroes down. When your ass go on the ground in the dirt, they strip you of your DNA. They strip you of your pineal gland. They want your organs. They want your kidneys. They want your lungs. They want your feet. They want your eyes. They want your heart. They want your balls. They want it all. They want it all. Just proving it. Just proving. Strip this woman down. They stripped her ass down. Stripped her down. How the hell are you going to deny this? Immortal. It says her cell line is the first immortalized cell line. Jesus said, I am the first, I am the last, I am the beginning, I am the end. Who are the first ones on this earth? Niggas. Who are the last ones on this earth? Niggas. In the beginning. Nigga the beginning. With that being said, I say peace. You're God.